Is learning your times tables really that important in Year 6? In a nutshell, yes it is. Now, learning your times tables might be something that kind of goes off the priority list once you get to Year 6, but it's really important to keep practicing. If you know all your tables, you will start to forget them if you don't practice, or at least your speed will decrease. If you don't know all your tables yet, please don't give up. It's really important, and it can help you with lots of other math skills in Year 6. Some of them being things like long multiplication. There's lots of long multiplication style questions that you will come across, and if you don't know your general times tables, they're going to be really hard to do. Long division, you need to know your times tables to be able to find out your corresponding division facts. All kinds of fraction calculations. If you know your tables, fractions will become so much easier. Ratio, percentages, and just your overall confidence. When children are good at their times tables, generally their overall confidence with maths is a lot higher. And in secondary school, times tables aren't going to go away. You're going to need them for all kinds of maths problems going forward. Now, for learning your times tables, lots of you will be familiar with TT Rockstars. Which is better though, TT Rockstars or Hit the Button? I'm going to give you my lowdown on what I think is the better tool to help you learn and practice your times tables. If your school has a subscription to TT Rockstars, then you will be playing lots of times table games like this. Now, this is just one example of the different question types they have, but generally the format of the times table questions are that you have a times table question on the screen and you type in your answer on the keypad, enter it. As you get quicker, there's actually also the next times table question up there. So you will find that as you get quicker, children actually look at the next one and start to process that answer at the same time. Now, this is really good for developing fluency and speed, and the results I've seen with children using this have been incredible. It's really, really motivating because they get their own characters, their own rock name, they can beat their own progress. So they can be trying to beat certain times so they can get their status up, but they can also try and beat their own scores. Now, I would say that a lot of children like the competitive element. They like earning points, being able to earn money so that they can change their characters' costumes, they can pit themselves against teachers, against other pupils in their school, in their year group, in their class. So it's fantastic for that. And I've seen a lot of success with TT Rockstars, and I really like TT Rockstars. However, if your child is not that confident with their times table facts yet, it isn't always the best tool at developing confidence. So once children feel a bit confident, they know more times table facts and they want to simply get better, so have lots of practice to improve, it's great. Or if your child has really good resilience and getting things wrong, they still feel motivated to go forward. But in reality, there are a lot of children who play TT Rockstars, in my experience, who haven't been amazing at their tables, and it just really puts them off. Hit the Button is fantastic, in my opinion, for developing the confidence in the tables so that they can get to a level where they're happy to play on TT Rockstars. So let me show you how Hit the Button works. So with Hit the Button, times tables is just one of the math skills that are being tested. Now, when you select your times tables option, you can go tables up to 12 or tables up to 10. In year 4, they need to know all their tables up to 12. You can then select individual tables, or you can go to mixed. So it's going to give them random mixed tables. Now, the other great thing is you can hit the answer, or you can hit the question. So hit the answer would be your first level. You're simply getting given times table questions where you have to put the answer in. But on hit the question, it's mixing it up and it's bringing that element of understanding the division skills. So I always recommend with children that aren't super confident with tables, pick one table fact and just go to town on it. Practice it loads, because even if you're getting them wrong, you have options. So let me show you, for example, with your times, your 3 times table. When we press play, you have your question at the top, but there are options. They're not having to think of the answer from their head. They've got some options there. If they get it wrong, it will just simply say they get it wrong, and they can keep doing it till they get it right. And actually sometimes getting the answer wrong and then finding the right one, that helps to embed it. Now, the more they play this, and if they just stick their timetable, they will hopefully start to remember it. Most children I have worked with certainly do start to remember it, and they can record their own score, and then they can keep practicing until they have beaten their own score. Now, if you want to then get them to really embed their understanding, go to hit the question. And then on hit the question, you're going to get given the multiple, and you need to find the question, the factors. So there's the answer, 9. What times 3 makes 9? It's 3 times 3. So this is a fantastic way to build confidence and get children secure with times tables. You're able to select times tables on their own. With TT Rockstars, you can only do that if your teacher sets you your tables. You can only do that in the garage, but once you get to the studio, you're given all of the times tables, and this is what can sometimes get stop children from building their confidence. So I really recommend hit the button for children that are developing confidence, that are still learning their times tables. It gives them all that repetition, but they still get that competitive element because they can simply write down their own scores. And I've seen tremendous success with this, with children I've tutored who parents have said to me they really don't like their like maths, they really don't feel confident. They get very excited sort of having a tool that they can play on. You can play it on an iPad, on a computer. And then once your table facts are a bit more secure, I definitely recommend giving TT Rockstars a go, because it is fantastic for getting better, getting faster and being more accurate. Both of them are going to help your children if they're in year 4 or year 3, certainly, to do the year 4 times table test. It's not compulsory in this school year, but from next year it should be. So it's really good at getting your children familiar with that. But if your children are in year 6, it's really great for just keeping up, topping up those levels of being secure, so that they can apply them to all the maths facts you're going to need in year 6, year 7, year 8, going up even to your GCSEs.